Hey guys, I promised to have a little video showing how to clean hard water out of a shower. So I went to a friend's house and she was nice enough to let me use her shower as my guinea pig. And my sweet Mason, my 17-year-old, came and helped film me cleaning. But I'm just going to do a little intro here and explain to you, because the video I'm not talking anyway. So I'm just going to give you a quick little intro and tell you kind of what's happening in the video and what products I used. So the first thing that you'll see me use in the video is Lime Away spray, and I use it just quickly, and I'm wearing gloves in the video because as a cleaner I use gloves always, because otherwise my hands just get destroyed from so much chemical and being wet all the time anyway. So I have gloves that I use that I just buy. I buy boxes of them on Amazon anyway, and they're wonderful. I really like them. They hold up well. Anyway, so in the video you see me wearing gloves. I would recommend that you wear gloves if you're going to be dealing with Lime Away directly, if it's going to have any chance of coming in contact, because it kind of burns your skin. Anyway, so Lime Away, you'll see me spray down, and then I'll use my glove, and then I wipe it down just to kind of help spread it. Your hands are a great cleaning tool, and so I use them a lot when I clean to spread my cleaning material. The next thing you'll see me use is Lime Away. This is toilet gel. You've seen me talk about this on Facebook recently. I don't know what will be available in your area. Here in Spanish Fork in Utah, I used to be able to buy this at Walmart, and I loved it. And I would buy as much as they had on the shelf when they had it, and they don't do it anymore. Like, they don't sell it at the store anymore. So I have to buy it from Amazon now. So I order like anywhere from 12 to 24 bottles at a time now on Amazon, and I love it. It's wonderful. Anyway, but you'll see me use that, and I'll once again spread it with my glove. You can't really tell in the video, but I am being careful. When you're cleaning, you always want to make sure you don't mix your chemicals. These are two of the same type of compound. The gel is higher concentrated, and it does burn your skin way more if you get it into contact. I know that from experience. Sorry, you can hear my washer going. Anyway, so the gel is a higher concentration. This is something that you probably have seen for cooktop. It's a cooktop cleaner. It's called Barkeeper's Friend. It's a liquid. And you'll see in the video, I try to squirt it on the glass. It doesn't work. Anyway, I end up putting it on a sponge. I just use these Scotch Brite heavy-duty sponges. I like them a lot. I buy big boxes of those because I go through them a lot in my cleaning. Anyway, but I spray it directly onto the sponge, and then I go down. Once again, I'm being very careful that I don't mix it into my Lime Away. I don't want to mix my chemicals. I don't want to end up with dangerous fumes or other problems that way. So what you'll see in the video is that I rub them on. I'll use the sponge. The truth of the matter is that this does pretty well on its own without the sponge, but it still needs the sponge. The cooktop cleaner is an abrasive cleaner. It's got grit in it, and it does a really good job, but it takes a lot of elbow grease to really get that hard water off. So it takes quite a bit of scrubbing, but it's not fumey, and you know, there are some benefits to it that way. So it doesn't have the smell, and it does a good job of getting rid of it. This bad boy, it's my favorite cleaner, in case you can't tell. This one, it really doesn't need to do anything. I mean, I use the scrubby sponge, but it's not even necessary to use it. 90% of the time that I use this, I squirt it on something, and then I walk away and I leave it, and it just cleans it for me. So the toilet bowl that you've seen, you know, that I cleaned, that had tons of hard water crust in it, is what I call it crust, because it's not just a buildup anymore. It's actually crusted over, and it's become so thick that you can't permeate it with anything. Anyway, when it's like that, I just put this on and I just leave it, and I rarely have to scrub. If I do scrub, it's just a little bit just to kind of get it moving, but it's just such a good cleaner. It works so well. Anyway, but in the video then you'll see that I use some rags. I just stand back and let the water from the shower go. If you are cleaning your own shower, please just do it while you're showering. It is so much easier to clean a shower while you're in the shower rather than trying to clean a shower dry. It's so much harder for me to clean people's showers than it would be for people to clean their own. Or it's really nice to clean a shower if it has a removable shower head where you can take it, a wand, you know. Anyway, that makes a big difference if they have that. Anyway, but you'll see, I use a rag because I don't really have any other way to rinse. So I'll use a rag and I'll rinse down. And then I use my squeegee and I squeegee the glass. And then I use another rag to dry. And I have two rags I have a couple different rags I like to dry. This is a glass rag. I'm going to link to all these products below. Anyway, but this is a glass cleaning rag that I buy on Amazon. It's called Buff. And I love these for mirrors and any type of glass. They're wonderful. And I'm going to do a post soon that's all just about the rags that I use because I have found some rags that I really, really love. I love Norwex rags. For those of you who wonder, I absolutely love Norwex. And I use Norwex at my own home for almost all my own personal cleaning. But for my business, I can't really afford to spend that much on rags because I go through hundreds of rags, sometimes hundreds of rags, you know, in a couple days. And anyway, it just wouldn't be economical. And that's just my rags. I have helpers who have rags as well that I've bought for them anyway. And so I need them to be able to use their rags. But I can't afford Norwex for everybody. It's too expensive. So I just use it at my own house. Anyway, but then this is just a microfiber cloth. I buy them on Amazon. I buy big packages of them on Amazon. And I love them. They're wonderful. They work really well. And I use them to either wash or to dry. They work well for both. If you have hard water that is really, really bad, like we're talking extreme, this is your best friend, for real. And this might be your other best friend. A little razor blade. These are so inexpensive. It's like $2. You can get them at Walmart. I'll link to one on Amazon. Same price, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's much difference in the price on Amazon. Anyway, and then it comes with refill cartridges. I use these constantly, and it is so nice for if you have like paint spills, if you have fingernail polish on your counters. I use them a lot, but for hard water buildup, if you have really bad hard water buildup in your shower that you just are not having a whole lot of success getting off, this combined with some of that Lime Away gel might be the answer to your question. It really might help solve your problem. So there's a couple of things I was going to tell you that are kind of pros and cons to each of these. This is the Lime Away. This works well because you can spray it. It's very controllable. I use it when I clean an entire tub, an entire shower. I'll combine it with, like I said, a green sponge, or I will use a magic eraser, just depending on what type of a surface I'm cleaning. But I'm going to tell you right now that Lime Away is not metal friendly. It is not. You do not want to spray it and leave it. I spray it on metal all the time, but you just have to know that you've got a window of a few minutes. You probably have a window of up to 5, but I don't ever go beyond 2 minutes. I don't want to take a chance of ruining anyone's metal in their house. You know how awful that would make me feel if I ruined something that I was trying to clean. So my general rule of thumb is that I will spray it on, I'll let it sit for a minute, and then I will come back, I will scrub, and if I haven't gotten rid of all the hard water, then I will come back again, and I will spray a second time. So, and I will repeat that as many times as I need to get the hard water off. When I use this, I generally only have to use it once, but occasionally there'll be a crust that's so much that I, like a crust, when I say that, I mean like, you know how at the bottom of your sink, at the stopper in your sink, that silver will get completely crusted over with white, and it's so thick that you feel like, apart from scraping it, I don't know what I can do to get rid of it. That's where this beauty comes in. It does such a good job of getting through that crust. So I will pour this into, this bottle's empty. I will pour this into the bottom of a sink, and I will leave it to sit. I might take a toothbrush and scrub it around. I'm a big toothbrush user when I clean because I like to get into nooks and crannies, but I'll use a toothbrush, spread it around, leave it to sit. I'll clean counters, I'll clean everything else and let it sit, but I don't ever leave it for more than a couple of minutes. That's usually enough to get it. If it's not, then I'll do it a second time. You are perfectly fine to leave this Lime Away, any of the types of Lime Away, sitting on a surface like a porcelain sink or a porcelain toilet, or even inside of a bathtub that's fiberglass. It's not going to hurt anything other than your drain. You can block your drain with rags if you need to, if you're worried about it. Most houses, I feel like, have some level of damage already that probably happened from someone using a product, Limeaway or CLR, the Works, one of those products that are good for getting rid of hard water. I've used all of them. Limeaway is by far my favorite. I could get into all of the reasons why, but I'm not going to bore you. I'm already taking too long anyway to go into this. Anyway, but there's just a little rundown of kind of what you see. The last thing that you're going to see in the video that I'm using is this. Now, I don't always use this. I used it this time because I didn't have my own rags when I went to my friend's house to clean her shower. I completely forgot to grab my rags when I went. And so I just borrowed a couple of washcloths that she had and it worked fine. But normally I would just use this with, oh, an alarm going off. I gotta go pick up my daughter, sorry. Anyway, normally I would just use this with water, but I didn't have it. Anyway, and so I used my glass cleaner and a washcloth. But the final step to any cleaning project for me is to dry, because otherwise you end up with little linties and hairs and things, and drying is a really important step to make sure that you eliminate all of that. So that's always the last thing I do. Now, if it was me, oh, sorry, I'm knocking things down. If it was me and I was cleaning my own shower, which obviously I have to do from time to time, this is what I do in my shower. I keep a bottle of Limeaway, and this is my retired dish scrubbing brush. You can see that it's like a little warped here. Anyway, I used this to scrub dishes for a few months, and then when it started to look really sad, I take it out, and then I replace the one in my shower with it. Anyway, but so I'll put it in the bottom of my shower along with a bottle of this. And when I shower, not every day, but every like 3 or 4 times, you know, that I'm in my shower, I do a quick little spray of Limeaway. I use my little scrub brush. And where I'm in the shower, I don't worry about gloves because I can rinse my hands off really easily if I need to. Obviously, if I'm cleaning someone else's house, I don't really do that. But anyway, I just give everything a quick little scrub, but it's a great way to just keep the hard water at bay. If you don't have super hard water, I have some awesome more green products that I would suggest that you use that I'll get into. I'm going to do another post about that soon. And I also would do that even if you do have hard water, but you feel like if you keep up on it frequently enough, if you don't keep up on your cleaning, you really don't have a choice. If you want to get rid of the hard water, you really don't have a choice but to use heavy chemicals, I'm sorry to say. So if you really want to be green, and I so applaud you if you do, if you really want to be green, you prove it by cleaning frequently, because that's how you keep the hard water at bay, is frequent cleaning. But I have some good cleaners for that. So anyway, I'll let you watch the video of me cleaning the shower. I feel really self-conscious in front of a camera. This is very uncomfortable for me, so thank you for bearing with me. And I am not a videographer, so I don't even know how to clip these images together. I'm going to do my best. But anyway, I hope that's helpful for you guys. I hope you have a great day. We'll see ya.